Good morning. It's Saturday. I'm in the office. You know what that means. The Saturday morning hustle. It's the week before Thanksgiving. And you may be thinking, 2020 sucks. There's nothing to be thankful for. But you're absolutely wrong. In fact, you need to be thankful as much as possible. You need to be positive. You need to find ways through all of these negative things that are happening to all of us right now in order to come out the other side better and stronger. That's right. You can come out better if you focus on the positives. Do not let the negatives slow you down, stop you, keep you from finding a way to be successful. So that's what I'm thankful for right now, is that we could talk to each other on this podcast and find ways to make these things better. So it's Thanksgiving. Let's be thankful. Let's work on this all together. I'm going to talk about this on the podcast today. Check it out when you get a chance. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, the Anchor app, YouTube. Here we go. We're going to talk about how to be successful and thankful when times are tough. Good morning. It's Saturday. I'm in the office. You know what that means. The Saturday Morning Hustle podcast. And it is the week before Thanksgiving. You all know this. And you also know 2020 has been a very unpredictable year. And so you might be thinking to yourself, what is it I am thankful for in 2020? Well, there are always reasons to be thankful. Number one, we're all still alive. Number two, you can't let negative aspects of what's happening and dwelling on them, the thought process of this sucks, nothing good will come out of it. You can't let those ideas hold you back, stop you, keep you from trying to be successful, trying to find positivity, helping yourself, helping other people, creating a process of moving forward, moving through, and getting past the negativity that we're all kind of surrounded by in 2020 because of coronavirus and the other associated things that come with it, economic lockdowns, loss of jobs, loved ones being sick, possibly even passing away, etc. So it's not a great scenario, but it is the scenario we have, and it's a scenario we all have. This is not a situation where your business or your career or something you were trying to do is on hold while other people are getting to achieve what they want to do. We're all in this together. And again, you can't let the negative idea hold you back. You must persevere through in order to not only just be successful, but actually just come through the other side. We can't win this battle if we don't fight the battle, and we don't fight the battle if you don't start, and you won't start if you only dwell on the negatives. So again, focus on positive. Let that positive energy feed you. Let it be fuel. Do the exact opposite of that is letting negativity hold you back, stop you. Negativity becomes its own form of cancer. It sits inside of you and it keeps eating away at you at you're not good enough, you're not capable, you can't win, you won't win, so why start? If you don't start, then you can't win. If you don't start, you can't lose, is what that negative cancer is going to tell you. But that is just not the case. And in fact, what we've talked about many times on this podcast, of course, is that losing or setbacks or things that other people call failures, that again, I redefined as setbacks in the last podcast. Anything that doesn't go as well as you expected, or maybe goes very unexpected because something like COVID-19 is affecting the situation, there are still lessons that can be learned from it. You can still move forward. It's never 100% failure. There's a percentage of that did work, that is something you can build upon, and you won't do that if you have the wrong attitude. So being positive, being thankful, understanding that thankfulness and that positive outlook, and this is not a pie in the sky like hang in there kid kind of poster you had on your wall as a kid. Literally willing yourself to not allow negativity to slow you down or stop you, and in fact taking it on as a challenge. If you will approach the negative aspects of anything you're going through, the things that aren't working out as expected, the things that are actually going in the wrong direction, if you will take that on as a challenge attitudinally, you will find a way around it. You will find a way to get past it. Now, most of us aren't scientists. We aren't going to cure coronavirus or be able to open up the economy in our local city, state, etc., because we don't have that control. But we can control our aspect, our role in what we do in it. And again, if you are negative, if you hold yourself back, if you don't start, and if you don't attempt to do anything because you find it impossible to achieve, then you won't achieve anything. But if you understand you can take on the challenge, even things that don't go well can inform you how you can do it better the next time and the next time and the next time. And eventually you can find things that do work. You can create opportunities out of negative aspects, creating opportunities out of situations that look like there isn't an opportunity. There always is. In fact, there's typically much opportunity in crisis. Now, some people will find that to be taking advantage of the situation. It depends on what you do with it. Of course, if you are simply trying to make an excess of cash because people need products or services and are affected by COVID-19, right now there's a lot of rumors about toilet paper being sold out in the stores. Again, if you're hoarding toilet paper and trying to sell it for 2, 3, 4, 5 times the market value, that is unethical, and that will pay itself off in a negative way eventually anyways. But if you create a delivery service, if you transitioned your business from brick and mortar to online, if you're adopting, or pivoting your business, your career pursuits, your side hustle, whatever it is you do in order to be advantageous, at least situational to COVID-19, to what's going on, and still provide people value that you do business with. This is the key. I'm going to say it again. Listen to this succinctly. Provide value for others, provide value for them, and provide value for you. You have to cover costs, and you have to make some profitability in order to take the risk of doing it again and again and again. But you don't have to take people's heads off with situations like a toilet paper shortage or when we eventually have a vaccine or things of that nature. But you can do things that make you money, that you can provide for your family, make enough profitability so that you can move forward, take some risk, and make those adjustments as the world around us continues to change, whether positive or negative, and keep moving forward in a great way that takes care of you, your family, your community, and all of us together in a global community. We all have to do this. So it all starts with not letting negative thoughts hold you back. Being thankful, even if Thanksgiving this year is not our traditional Thanksgiving, even if we're not doing the whole family, the big dinner, the whole 9 yards that we typically do as Americans when it comes to Thanksgiving. And trust me, I miss the idea of doing this with my family. I'm really unhappy about the idea of not doing that with my family this year. It's one of the few times of the year I get to see my entire family, get to spend time with people who I care about, but I don't traditionally get a chance to spend time with outside of the holidays. It's not happening this year, but that doesn't mean that we can't find ways to enjoy ourselves, to be thankful, to celebrate the idea of Thanksgiving, to make sure we communicate with our family, try to drive home the point that this is a temporary thing that too can change, can move differently next year, can go back to where we were before, or a different, better way of doing things, finding ways to better communicate with the people that we're cut off from, etc., etc. So having the right attitude, being positive, being thankful, understanding the ideas of Thanksgiving, especially when things look bleak, especially when we are being challenged the way we are now, especially when it seems that we're in a losing situation. That's the absolute time when you have to put your best foot forward. You have to challenge yourself to move past any doubts you have, and you have to look deeper. It's not easy, but find the thing that needs to be done that you can do that provides value for you and for someone else. That becomes the opportunity for you to seize upon, create a win-win situation out of a negative situation. So that is the challenge I have for you this week. As we go towards Thanksgiving, we will not be having traditional Thanksgiving for most of us. It's okay. It's also okay to be unhappy that we're not getting that traditional Thanksgiving, but be smart, do what you have to do, take care of yourself and your family in this situation, move forward. It's okay to not like it, but you still have to do it. You still have to move forward. You still have to find advantages. You still have to find opportunities. It's just the nature of who we are and what we are, where we are in the world. So one more time, Be positive. Do not let negativity hold you back, hold you down, keep you from starting. It's okay to start, even if you think it's going to fail, because those failures will, not failures, they're setbacks, and they will create opportunities for you to learn and move forward in a better way. Look for the opportunity. In a situation where everything is going great, it's easy to find an opportunity to participate in situations that are going great. When things are going great, when cash is flowing, when people are available, when opportunity abounds, it's easy to figure out which one of those opportunities is the right one for you. It's the exact opposite during a negative situation like this, but it doesn't mean there aren't opportunities. You just have to look for them differently. You have to be more specific. You probably have to compromise more or do something you wouldn't normally do. But again, if you find a need that you can provide the service for, add a value for the end user, for the person you're doing business with, and a value for you, that is the opportunity. Seize that opportunity. Have the positive attitude that you can and should do it. Create a win-win for you and your consumer, and move forward. That is the challenge in front of us. It's absolutely essential we do it. We can do it. We should do it. We will do it. And then I want to check back in. So let me know what you were not doing that you are going to do in the future. Let me know how you were not seeing an opportunity and then you found an opportunity. Tell me, give me feedback of how the non-traditional 2020 Thanksgiving allowed you to create a new opportunity, find something else different, and not letting negativity hold you back, but letting positivity move you forward. Understanding creating value is always a good thing. So call into the show. If you're on the Anchor app, call in on the Anchor app. If you're listening to the podcast and any other way, make a comment on social media. If you're watching the video on YouTube, make a comment below. Let me know what you think. What you like, dislike, what you agree with, disagree with, your ideas, how you're making Thanksgiving different this year, how you might continue doing that, move that forward for you in the future, etc. Let me know how you created a positive attitude, that you turned negativity into positivity, and you moved forward during this very inopportune, it shouldn't be thankful, but we have to be thankful, Thanksgiving season. I do wish everyone a happy, healthy, safe Thanksgiving. The next time I talk to you on the Saturday Morning Hustle, it will be a couple of days after Thanksgiving. We will have this conversation again, but how we move forward from there into Christmas, New Year's, and all the things that come with those holidays as well. This is our life. This is how we are now. We can't let this hold us back. We never let negativity, we never let challenges hold us back. In fact, we look at those challenges and say, I will find a better way. That is the opportunities we create for ourselves. Finding positivity in negativity, finding opportunity in challenges, finding the light in the dark. There you go. That's the Saturday Morning Hustle for this week. Appreciate you guys tuning in each and every week. Again, hit me up on the social media. Hit me up on the swag store, the SaturdayMorningHustle.com. Go get your own swag. You got the red and white going on this week because it's Bedlam this week. My OU Sooners are going to kick OSU right off that field. If you're a college football fan, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's okay too. I'll talk to you next week on the Saturday Morning Hustle. Boomer Sooner. See you next time.